Hey, Nelson, alcoholic addict. I read the Just for Today reading for May 21st, which I think I've talked about Just for Today before. It's a book. It's a very good 12-step literature book. It has daily readings, and if you identify as an addict, or even if you don't, I just find it very helpful. You can sign up and get it emailed to you every day, and that's what I did. The May 21st reading, it talks about the importance of meetings. And I often wonder, like, what is it about meetings? Why do they help me so much? And it made me think of the slogan, meeting makers make it. I've heard that many, many years now. Meeting makers make it. And I have found it to be true. It's at least true for me. I know that. It really hit me during the pandemic because I love Zoom meetings. I'm so grateful for Zoom meetings. But I did find they're not they haven't been quite the same. So I need more Zoom meetings than I needed in-person meetings. And I don't know why that is. I stopped trying to figure it out. It just doesn't matter. Sometimes I need two Zoom meetings to get me to the same place where one in-person meeting would spiritually. So what is it about meetings though? There's so many parts to a meeting that I love, like seeing people before and after the meeting, hugging them, quietly sitting in a room together with no TV on in the background and no fantasy football box score updating on my laptop. Like that doesn't happen in in-person meetings. I love the prayers. It's nice. It's nice when we say a prayer together in a group, in unison. I was involved in some Zoom meetings where the prayers at the end of meetings were like 30 different people at 30 different spots in the same prayer. And it was just like a dog pile of voices. And I love that in person, somebody starts a prayer and we're a little out of whack for a second or two, and then everybody just kind of syncs up. It's really a beautiful metaphor for what recovery is, which for me is that I found a community of people where we're all rowing in the same direction, and that is just an awesome thing to have. I also love the last line of the May 21st reading. I'll read it to you. It says, "Just for today, I will attend a meeting to remind myself of who I am, where I've come from, and where I can go in my recovery." So I love that whole line. The idea of reminding myself who I am and where I've come from. I mean, you guys know me, and I know you, even if we've never met before. Uh, but I especially appreciate that last part, where I can go in my recovery. I mean, where can I go? I almost always find really good role models sitting across from me. And that's really what meetings ultimately do for me. You guys are my people. There's just so many human beings I have met along the way that I have nothing in common with other than alcoholism and a passion for recovery. And that's a big deal. Our literature emphasizes in quite a few places that sobriety is about the exact nature of our disease, not the exact details. Doesn't matter if you're a 82-year-old guy or a 25-year-old single mom. We have a lot in common, and it's a beautiful thing. It doesn't matter what you do for a living, where you were born, how much money you make. Like, do you want to stay sober together? And cool, man. Let's do it. We're on the same team. And when I think about the number of places I go in life, work meetings or at stand-up comedy clubs or when I'm at the freaking grocery store, it is survival of the fittest. Nobody's really rooting for me, not like they do in recovery. So what a beautiful gift. Meeting makers make it. That has been my experience. So thanks again for letting me share.